Good start. So this month I thought I would extend on last month's topic, how I got into music, and focus more on, the school shows, that aspect. So it was 1997, okay, and I was in my final year before leaving off for college. And my school was weird, because they didn't print out, now auditioning for Pippin or, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. If interested, put your name down there, your class, and none of that. I reckon that all the teachers chose one day after the school had been cleared of kids. All the teachers met in a fairly packed out staff room. Someone found a straw hat. All the kids' names were put. Yeah, he'll do. that kind of thing, because it was the most bizarre casting. So I found out that the show we were doing was The Wizard of Oz. I loved The Wizard of Oz, and I wanted a role in our production, but not necessarily the role I was cast for. So I was hoping for a non-singing part, okay, because I'd only just started, singing lessons with a private vocal coach. I wasn't up to scratch. I had no confidence in my ability to sing anyway, and I wasn't even sure whether I was going to stick at it. So I did not want to be in a singing part, and that was a stipulation that I was gonna fight if it came to it. No way. So the part I got wasn't Tin Man, wasn't Lion, wasn't Scarecrow, wasn't the Wizard. The Wizard was, because he doesn't come until right near the end. So that would have been perfect. I didn't get that. I got the Witch. Let me explain. I shot myself in the foot. It's no one's fault but my own. Right from an early age, I had the ability to mimic the voice. I could take off, various accents from different regions, voices, and, if you've got a talent, you flaunt it at school. That's actually how I made a lot of friends, through comedy, because I was this weird kid at school, and I couldn't integrate myself, I most certainly wasn't popular at school, so through comedy and silly voices, that's how I made a lot of friends. And I think that's how my school decided, Nat will be perfect, because actually I did do a really good Wicked Witch of the West cackle laugh. I think one of the things that impressed my school was I could move it about, from pitch to pitch, and I spoke in that area of the voice, which, you know, because I'm fairly high-pitched anyway, you know, it wasn't a great leap of faith to do that, okay? And as it turns out, I really enjoyed playing her, actually. You know, in, I don't know, the 2 weeks that we were putting the show on, you know, for friends, family, and, you know. But what I did not enjoy was being covered in green face paint, okay? That was not enjoyable. I hated it because it was cheap face paint, okay? It was nasty, it cracked, okay? You could actually feel, you know, so you'd be halfway through a scene on stage and you could feel it kind of, it was awful. It was awful. I aged 30 years on stage. Oh my god. Well, and it wasn't just the face, it was like, I mean, they could have put me in green gloves, but I don't know why they didn't do this, but they covered every part that was showing out of the, yes, I did wear a black dress. I wore court shoes, you know, the ones with the one, and they still question, what was the turning point when you discovered you would go? Yeah, it was putting me in that dress, actually. I mean, as much as I hated wearing the frock, the shoes, and that awful cheap green makeup for 2 weeks, that kind of changed my life. You know, people were viewing me as a proper performer, even at that young age. You know, and the applause, because they kept the, you know, I came out with Dorothy, you know, for the final curtain call, and the applause, that was it. That was it. That was my, I want this again. It was like a drug, kind of. I wanted more. I wanted another show. That applause that I got with I can't remember who played Dorothy, a girlfriend at school of mine, you know, who kind of killed it. And the rest is history. So what started out as a hellish experience in my childhood actually was a turning point for me. If I didn't have that experience, you know, as the Wicked Witch of the West and reaping the rewards that applause gave me, and really kind of smothering myself in scripts and building a character with the drama teacher, and right from that moment I knew I didn't want to do anything else, you know. And whatever I do, whether it's voice work, whether it's on the cabaret circuit, even this on YouTube, okay, it takes a certain amount of confidence, I think, you know. I totally get why people kind of, that they set up these YouTube channels and their first video goes out and they're not sure kind of where to look, and it's kind of awkward, you know. Totally I get that. I don't know, maybe it's because I've had TV experience. I just view the camera as an extension from me. Okay, I don't find it weird talking to, you know, a piece of metal and chip, you know, on a tripod in the corner of a room surrounded by lighting. I don't find that weird. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just... I might be strange. We know I'm strange. There's no need for might there. Just follow your dreams, guys, because if this year has taught us anything, you know, it's that life can... Sorry to bring the party down, I don't mean to, but life can be snatched away at any moment, okay? And you know, I was talking to a friend about this actually quite recently, that how many times have we sat on that dream bubble before this, you know, one day I will sing, one day I will paint, take up gymnastics, whatever. And the thing about this year is it's kind of forced us to focus more than maybe we would have on our passions, our real goals. And I think that's the best thing to come out of this year. So it's made me more aware of what I really want to do, you know, and it's, in a way, it's made me more connected with music as a singer. It's made me more aware. I mean, the last thing I expected was the whole YouTube thing, you know, that you could have, well, you could have knocked me down with a feather when the whole YouTube thing kind of happened for me. But that's the thing, you never know, do you? So take a chance, you know, don't kind of be swallowed up by your inhibitions, you know. Just go for it. Okay, so that was my... I feel like this has been like a TED Talk moment. Okay, that was this month's Tenor Talks. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed this video and you haven't done so already, please support the channel by a click and hit the notification bell while you are there. And I will see you next month. Take care, guys. Look after yourself, and bang bang bosh.